Hey, all, welcome to my channel. Where to begin? Um, I kind of had sort of semi regrets at one point. Like, the Knicks trading too much for Cat, by surrendering a draft pick, Dante, and also Randall's like, oh, maybe Randall could have been helpful in long terms. But Randall has proven, based on yesterday's game as well, too, considering how far they were behind, and like he's proven, even though he scored points, he's proven that if things don't go his way, and there was a case where like the ball was stolen, the dude just pretty much gave up, didn't even bother to go chase the ball down. You're down by that much, and you still gonna like not make the effort. Come on, that's kind of surprising, but that's what is expected of Julius Randle. He'll take the team down with him at that point as well. Even though if he could score 20 points, whatever it is, he'll take the team down with him because of that. So part of me as a Knicks fan realizes and validates that game validated is like, thank you. Okay, it made a point to get rid of Julius Randle. Dante was a different story. Dante, I think we should have kept. I wish we didn't include him because if we had him with the Knicks right now with Cat, I mean, I think Dante coming off the bench as well too would have helped out considerably defensively speaking at that point. But in any case, the one thing though is gonna be a lot of criticism is towards Anthony Edwards, specifically not what he did with Game 5, but more so with Game 4. The fact of the matter is like he only took 13 shots, scored 16, whatever number points, 16 points, and rather than owning up to everything, he basically was putting the blame on everyone else. Basically, he's like saying, "Look, hey, look, I did what I could. I didn't get enough shots because I was getting the ball, whatever it may be." If you want to be that man, the guy, the number one scorer, the leader, I mean, honestly, you got to own up to it a little bit. You got to own up to it. Granted, we didn't see a last shot by him. I mean, it was towards the end of the basically free throw line. Had it been an inbound pass and he passed the ball to someone else and didn't take that shot, it would have shown them basically then yeah, maybe you're not the man for the number one for the T Wolves. But this might be a learning. I'm hoping this might be a learning experience for him. Basically, that he learned. I mean, you would have figured he would have learned from the Mavericks, playing against the Mavericks, that he would have learned from there. It seems like he didn't per se. I don't know how he could, but or how he could have applied what he learned from last year to this year. But he definitely didn't go all out. And I know he's going to say like I didn't have enough. He's probably going to come back to saying like, yeah, I didn't have enough supporters. We lost Cat Williams. I mean, Cat with the Cat, Carl Anthony Towns. Because the fact is, Carl Anthony Towns was probably a prolific scorer that could have helped him out considerably and offloaded a lot. But Randall and DiVincenzo probably helped out and could have helped out a little bit from that perspective. Now, granted, yeah, again, with Randall, it plays a factor like it's validation to the point of like, this is the reason why the Knicks got rid of him because during this regular season, he's okay, good, okay, whatever it may be. But when it comes to the playoffs, when the thing doesn't go his way, when nothing goes his way, he pretty much just gives up and pretty much takes the rest of the team with him at that point. That's what we were seeing last year when Randall was injured. The Knicks got far because of Brunson and so forth. Um, but to this perspective of Ant-Man not being the face of the league, at the time alone will tell. Right now, SGA is proving that he is the man. So far, he is the man. Question comes down to is Halliburton. We'll find out tonight, basically, if he can eliminate the Knicks and score what he needs to score, does what he needs to does, then he's elevated above. I think he gets elevated above Brunson at that point, quite honestly. I think the only reason why we were putting so much on Anthony Edwards was the fact of the matter was he had to go through two different teams. He went through the LeBron Luka Doncic team, and then he went against through the Steph Curry, Butler, and Green team, even though fortunately Curry was injured those couple of games, so kind of played a big factor. But yeah, but he still went through them. If he had gone and beaten SGA, Ant-Man becomes highly more elevated than everyone else at that point. He becomes on that superstar level. Right now, you could say he's a superstar, but I don't think he's that tier one superstar like what SGA is turning out to be. Like what basically what essentially LeBron James is, what Kevin Durant is, what Steph Curry is. Let's be honest. Doncic is that superstar, but is he a tier one superstar? Yeah, it looks like he is. Quite honestly, same thing with similar to what's his face, Jokic. Jokic by far is a beast of a star. Basically, I mean, I'll be honest. If I'm Luka, I'm joining Jokic. Basically, if I'm Doncic, I'm joining Jokic. You two together dominate the league. You guys would dominate the league for the rest of like 3 or 4 years at least a good 5 years. Quite honestly, it would be like the Miami thing, but in this situation, they both would have the rings at that point. Um, More so the Doncic probably would have it a little bit more than what's his face than Jokic, but yeah, it would help out considerably. With with the case of like I said with Ant Man, I'll be honest, it's a tough sell, but him and SGA together, that would be out there. But man, that's a different story. I mean, like it's coulda, woulda, shoulda, but it is what it is. I mean, if I was Minnesota, yeah, I would have traded for SGA if I could have gotten SGA. I would have tried to trade for him or Halliburton for that matter as well too. I mean, quite honestly, if you have Ant-Man and Halliburton together and Cat Williams, that would be a dominant team. That would have been a deep predominant team at that point, and they probably could have gotten past, definitely for sure, the Mavericks of last year, basically, and probably this year as well too. They probably would have gotten past Oakland, depending. But it does make you wonder with Sacramento what they did by trading away DeAndre Fox to San Antonio, Halliburton to Indiana, and then of course Cleveland, what they did by trading away, unfortunately, sadly, not Cleveland, I mean, sorry, the LA Clippers. The LA Clippers, what they did, they had SGA, they had a superstar, they had Kawhi Leonard and SGA together, could have done wonders. But the fact that Leonard pushed for Paul George, they submitted a lot as a result. But with, I don't know, that's pretty much what it is. I'll give me 1 second. I got a phone call. Apologies, I was leaving it at that basically to the point where like Ant-Man basically can't be. I don't think he's going to be the face of the league. It's going to be SGA the way it is, and the way the Clippers are probably going to regret it down the line unless they find someone like another superstar. Only time will tell and wait and see basically from that. Hell, to be honest, they could probably sign Luka Doncic too. It's another possibility. He doesn't want to stay with the Lakers, and he could probably sign with the Clippers for me. I don't know. But with that, I'll leave it at that. You're welcome to leave a comment in the comment section. You're also, I do read my comments. I do respond to them when they warrant a response. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like this content or channel for that matter, I ask you please hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, please hit it. If you have, I do appreciate it and thank you. And I hope you enjoy my content. With that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.